the pictures of my friends. I did see like a clip of Holly speaking, which I think she was up in Chicago. So I was like, oh, my friends are going to career conference. And so I'm glad it just worked out that we go this weekend. So we're looking forward to it. Don't tell us any of we can't talk about it because we haven't gone yet. So if there's any top secret stuff, we can't discuss it yet. Oh my gosh. So anyway, anybody want to share anything that they're excited about this week? I wondered why the numbers were so low. Now it makes sense. Okay. It makes sense that you were away having fun, learning stuff.
Well, if I would have had points, I would have had a great week because I had lots of stuff going on. And even I did a facial the day I went down to Kansas City early, did an appointment with one of my clients and had a $400 appointment. And then she's going to do a career sharing appointment tonight. And then I also did a party the Friday morning that the conference started. So that went really well as well. So lots going on, lots of
I
events
love that
going
example because I think sometimes people think it's like, oh, I've got career conference, I can't,
on.
or I've got this and I can't. And it's like, yes, you can. It could be an hour
Yeah,
long.
you
Like it
can.
doesn't have to be, you could just whip it. I mean, remember Jana in Kansas City? We have great success in Kansas City. Oh my gosh.
Allison and I did facials with women that were working in a retail store on the plaza in the back room. Like seriously, I had a starter kit in the back of my car, and the gal signed up and got the starter kit on the spot.
We went into her place of establishment and there wasn't very many people in there. We're like, we could facial you right now. Um, and that's what we did. We facialed them right there. It was
That's
awesome.
the definition of find a way, make a way women.
That's right.
Mhm.
I can honestly tell you I wasn't in Kansas City, but I was somewhere out of town and I was with consultants, or maybe I was with Jana. I can't remember where I was, but we were in the mall and we ended up facialing women from the cosmetic counter in the Macy's bathroom. I think I was down in Texas with Shakrista, and we whipped out the travel roll-up bag right there in the Macy's bathroom and facialed these girls like real quick on the back of their hand because they were working. And I mean, it just was like, you know, anywhere. It doesn't take long. It was super fun, great, spontaneous. Like she took a quick break. So anyway, it's 8:01. So if you missed the chat we were talking about, get here a little bit early because you might hear some fun stories from your sales directors about what we're doing, how we've done, what it looked like when we were building our business, what we still do to continue our business. And you get those little inside scoops and those little fun nuggets of things like, oh yeah, okay, I can do this because they did it that way too. That's how I want to do it. So we're happy that you all are popping on. I want to remind you that we're going to get to training right away because I'm excited about this topic because this is going to be very relevant to where we are right now. And so we don't have a ton of announcements. And so I just want to remind you that when the training is done, we will have breakout rooms. I know some of you are new, some of you have new people. I really want to encourage you to get those people on the call or on the video because we have the new consultant room. And this week or this month it's me, but every month they get a new director and an opportunity to ask questions. And so as new women are coming in your organization, that's going to be a really big asset to them every Monday to have that little privacy in that room with a top director. So let's get going with announcements before we get into some recognition. And really, you guys, they're the same announcements. So if you've been hanging around, they're pretty much the same thing. We have, double credit is over for sales. However, double credit is still moving forward with recruiting. And I want to make sure you guys completely understand that when they come in with a $10 starter kit or a $90 add-on kit, they have 4 months of their Great Start window to be Great Start qualified, which would then count as two. So if they come in March, they have March, April, May, June. The last day of June, before the cutoff of seminar, if she does her cumulative or her 600, she's Great Start qualified, and she counts as 2 Great Start qualified for you. And so you would still earn your $50 bonus. And if you're in your Great Start window, you would earn your free product still. And so I just want to encourage you to understand that if she doesn't place her order this month or whatever, she still is in the Great Start window to be Great Start qualified for you twice. Anybody that comes in with a $10 starter kit this month, because it's double credit. Let's talk a little bit about the $10 starter kit. Obviously, is still available. It will be available to the end of the month. And that is just to get your foot in the door. And she'll have 2 weeks to order that $90 add-on if she decides that she wants to turn it up a notch. And some women are just doing it right away. They're getting the $10 and they're adding the add-on right away because they see the value in the starter kit and you want to have the content. And remember, we're selling the Mary Kay business opportunity. We're not just signing people because it's $10. We're hopeful to find business owners that want to work their business and show up on Monday. So we're excited. And the last announcement that I have before we get into recognition is PCP. PCP is open for between March 16th and April 17th. And so my advice to you on PCP is get your PCP list in early so that you can guarantee those samples. And you can always add to it as you're adding more people to your customer profile. And just keep in mind, it's just a strategy to maybe send out a couple of additional books to yourself, create a few bogus customers in your customer base. And then last minute, when it's over, you can go in and change those customers and add those names, and it will send those books out if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. But if you know what I'm talking about, you can create a few customers that you just like customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. And then when your newer customers miss that cutoff, you can go back and add their shipping information into those customers. And then that PCP book will go to them. So just something that's like a pro tip. Okay. So just get your PCP done early. It always reassures that you'll get those samples. And of course, we're in fourth quarter star. So we're in the front end of our new star quarter. We're celebrating all of you that were stars already. So let's start the recognition off by just giving your high five. If you finished your star, you're a star consultant for the third quarter. And so we're so proud of you for that. Congratulations. It makes a difference. I keep totaling my points. And anytime I see something on Amazon I'm really excited about, I'll go in and I'll pull $100 out and I'll turn it into an Amazon gift card, and then I'll get what I want. And this feels extra special because it's like free. Free is for me, right? Okay. Let's talk about who got some things done this week. Now, I want to tell you that this week we have 3 champions, and we have just about everybody on here, unless you're connected to me. Everybody went to career conference last weekend. So career conference, those of you that are coming off a career conference, we're excited to hear from you. We will not tonight because we are going this weekend. So once we've all attended career conference, we'll be able to share a little bit more about what that looks like. So make sure you pop on early after next Monday. But we are headed to Orlando this week. And so we're excited for Friday and Saturday to hear all the juicy details that you guys heard about and got to see. Okay. All right. So let's talk about our third place. This is our recognition now. Our third place runner-up to the runner-up is Laurie Parks with 634 points. Congratulations, Laurie. And if you missed it earlier, you guys, Laurie was number 1 at her career conference for personal sales. And that's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. And to be at your first career conference and be crowned the queen is like pretty good. It's pretty good, right? Doesn't get any better than that. So Laurie, we're so excited for you. And she was number 4 in sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. So tell us, Laurie, in spite of all of that great, exciting stuff, you still found a way to work your business last week. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I signed up a new team member, and I thought she was going to be on tonight, but I don't think she is. And I sold just a little bit of product. I really didn't have a great week. So not like usual.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. When your sales are low, but the tiara fits, I mean, I'm just thinking like it's a pretty good week. You get the sash and you get the big, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think the rest was
I had a
like,
good week. I had a good week at career conference, and yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes you have to sacrifice the sales for the crown. Like,
right,
okay,
right.
we're feeling bad for you. All right.
Uh,
Well, congratulations, Lori. We're super
thank
proud of
you.
you. Um, all right, and our runner up to the queen this week with 767 points is Elaine Kozolski. Congratulations, Elaine. You're number
Woo!
two. I know I see you down there. I know you're here. If you want to unmute and tell us a little bit about what you did or how your week has been going, you can share if you feel up to it. Are you there? Mute, unmute? No? Okay. All right. I'm gonna,
Nope, I
oh,
got
there
it.
she
I
is.
got it. Woo!
Okay.
Well, basically, mine are all reorders as far as my sales go. And then I placed, I think it was $386 wholesale order this month. But I do have one booking for this Wednesday,
All
and I'm
right.
looking forward to that.
All right. Very good. She's got a lot going on too. So life is lifing for a lot of people. And so congratulations, Elaine, for being our beautiful runner up. We love it. All right. And the winner in Miss Susie's unit. We love this girl because she's got a great name with 784 points. Allison is our queen. And is she here? I see
She's,
her?
I don't think she is. She texted me. She had a terrible migraine and was going to bed. But I
Oh
will
my
pass
goodness.
along. I I think I'll just speak for her. Her mom passed away unexpectedly a couple weeks ago. So she added it. She's clearly, and this, as she should, taken a little time off and helping her dad, but she added a new team member when we were at career conference and she had some reorders. I'm sure you have that on there, Allison. So
Mhm.
I know she would love to be here, but she was not doing good about an hour ago.
Oh my gosh, we hate that for her. We hate a migraine. I've never had a migraine, but even if I get a little tiny headache, I'm done. Like it's over with. I can't. So we'll be praying for her and her family still. And you guys, that's what's so powerful about working when you can, because sometimes that stuff just rolls over and you get these extra blessings for, the reorder system that the reorders that you're going to get from the sales that you're doing this week will show up in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And when you work consistently, sometimes you need to take a break. That reorder business really does come in at a beautiful timing to like help you navigate some time when maybe you just can't work like you wanted to. So well, Allison, we are proud of you. I know you're going to probably watch the replay. We're proud of you and congratulations, and still going to career conference and all the things. And so we love that. And we're proud, we're excited for you. And you make a beautiful queen. So we look forward to seeing you back here soon. Okay. Tonight's topic, you guys, is so relevant, and I'm just excited to hear all the great takeaways from a master recruiter herself. Jana Strunk is going to be sharing recruiter responsibilities and anything else that might be on her heart. But this is just such a great time because you guys, you will be shocked at how many people will join your team at the last second. People are still thinking about it. Oh, I still want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it. And they still haven't done it. But when the rubber meets the road and the $10 promo is going to go up, you're going to see a whole wave of new agreements go in for $10, and you're going to need to know what to do with these people. Right? What do I do? And so Jana, we're excited to learn from you and for you to share with us what that looks like, and so get your pad and pen out because somebody might want to join your team and you're not even thinking that she wants to, but for $10 you just can't pass it up. So Jana, tell us, what do we do next?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Allison, for all your confidence in me. And guys, I'm just going to be very transparent. I have a neck ache, which could potentially be the start of a bad headache. So I've been resting a lot today. So anyway, so I'm just being real with you all. But you know what? I prayed about this topic and I had a really special thought. What if your best friend, so just imagine your best friend encouraged you to travel with her to an amazing destination. In fact, I have a friend, her name is Rhonda, and I was getting ready to call her to talk to her about joining my team. And I remembered that she is on her way to Bora Bora.
Mhm.
And so I thought, I won't bother her. She's headed to Bora Bora. So as she should just be enjoying that. But I want you to imagine that a girlfriend of yours had a special trip to a dream destination and she wanted to take you on the trip. And it's a trip of a lifetime that you've always dreamed of. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture that dream destination. The food is extraordinary. The entertainment is amazing. The weather looks fabulous. The amenities are like no other. Okay, so you get there, you arrive, and it appears to be all that you've dreamed of and more. You start experiencing all of the greatness of this location. All of a sudden, your girlfriend disappears. You're in a foreign land. They don't really, you speak a little bit of their language, but not all of it. And you feel alone and unsure. You barely speak their language. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. How does that feel? Did you feel a pulling of emotions? Did you feel the, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing. And then the next minute, maybe you felt like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? I'm in a place where I'm just unsure. I'm feeling a little bit of fear. How do you think it feels when a new independent beauty consultant that hasn't gotten their footing yet and hasn't figured out how the business works, when we leave them high and dry? And so I just want you to think about that. It can be scary. It can be lonely. And so just like traveling with your best friend to a foreign land, that maybe they don't get all of the language. We start talking about star consultants. We start talking about PCP. And some of the new consultants on here might be thinking, what in the world are those things? What is that? That's foreign language to me. That's where you can come alongside your new independent beauty consultant and make sure she knows that you're here to answer her questions on things that she might not understand. And you can help bridge the gap between them and experiencing success or staying isolated. And maybe like on that trip, if you were to stay in a hotel room and you didn't experience anything because of your fear, you would be missing out on so much of the journey. And so as a recruiter, how valuable is it that you are there for your new team members? How valuable is it that you introduce her to your sales director and help create a bond between them? You are familiar with Mary Kay, right? Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry, I just had to pick something up before my dog grabs it. You are familiar with Mary Kay, but your independent sales director, that chick, and I'm speaking about these ladies here on this call, these ladies are the master tour guide. And she knows the history of the company. She knows how to get all of the awesome destinations in this business. She can take your new beauty consultant wherever her heart desires. So remember that. Your sales director is the master tour guide. So if she hasn't been connecting for an orientation or for meetings, that would be one of the first things that you want to do. The ladies that are on this call, the independent sales directors, have earned, okay, real quick, Allison Carter, how many cars have you earned in Mary Kay? Oh, you're muted. Girl, you're muted. How many cars have you earned?
I always tell people 18 in 20 years because I count them all. If you earn a pink Cadillac, you've actually earned 3 cars. 1, 2, 3. So I don't know how many I've actually taken, but
How many pink Cadillacs?
4 pink Cadillacs.
Okay, I've earned 4 pink Cadillacs. Susie, how many pink Cadillacs?
12.
Holy moly! Oh my goodness. Okay, so between the 3 of us, we've earned 20 pink Cadillacs. And I know that Allison's earned a top director trip to Rome. Susie, how many top director trips have you earned?
11 or 12.
Okay, that is fabulous. Ladies, do you see what I'm talking about? Entrust your new people and get them connected with the one that can take them to that next level. And when you're recruiting people this month, I want you to be selling the opportunity that we all have experienced, not just yourself. Maybe you've never had $1,000 week. Maybe you've never had $1,000 month. But this business opportunity is the real deal. Okay, back to the recruiter. Okay, so what can you do to help your team members? I have a list. There's several different things. So I don't want this to overwhelm you though, because remember, you are taking her on this trip, but you're also handing her off to the tour guide, but you're going to be her biggest cheerleader. So some of the things that you can do is you can inspire her with your actions. You can lead by example, showing up at meetings, going to company events, sharing the opportunity with other women, doing parties. Those are all great things. You can also take her with you to your appointments. You earn while she learns. She can help carry your bags. She can help clean up after your parties. She can help you set up for your parties. This is such valuable experience for her. So if you've got some new team members, go out, book some parties and take her with you. Next, introduce her on our meetings. Get her on our meetings. Introduce her. Welcome her. Welcome her into the community of Mary Kay. You guys, we have such a beautiful community of women that you can usher her into new relationships that are fabulous with your sister beauty consultants and the independent sales director. Also, how about encouraging her to have that extra connection with the director? And maybe not just inviting her to meetings, but maybe check in with her. Hey, have you talked to Jana yet? Or have you talked to Susie yet? Or have you talked to Allison yet? Has she told you about the free products that you can earn as a brand new independent beauty consultant? Have you gotten that the extra starter kit? Did you get that yet? And check in time to time. Hey, do you have any questions? Have you heard anything that you were just kind of confused about or just not quite sure about? How about making sure she's done a launch party or her pearl calls with the sales director? I know in our unit, I know that we have a Thursday, we have a Thursday night skincare class. It's virtual. And so no matter where people are at, whether you are local or anywhere in the US, there are things that you can plug into. And so are you guiding her to know all that is available to her? I always like to think of it like this. Mary Kay is like a buffet. And so we want to make sure that we take our girlfriends up to that buffet and say, look, here's the steak, here's the roast, here's the dessert. We've got so many things available. And so we want to make sure that they know what is all available on there. Okay? Now, some of the things you don't want to do. I don't chase people. I do invite. After about the third invitation, If I'm inviting someone to something and they're not accepting the invitation, I usually say, "Hey, Susie, I just want to make sure that I am not continuing to invite you if this is something that you are genuinely not interested in. Would you like me to continue to invite you, or would you like me to stop that?" You can be real, because this is what I know for sure. You will start feeling a certain way if you keep inviting someone that keeps telling you no. And it's okay. Sometimes that gal just started because she wants to do this much, or maybe that certain night during the week doesn't work out for her, or whatever the case may be. So we are going to inspire her and invite her, but we're not going to chase her or pester her. Does that make sense? And by inviting her to your events and to be part of that, I think that that's a really powerful opportunity for her to grow and for her to learn. All right. Um, Allison and Susie, what are your thoughts? And oh, sorry, a quick other thing that I know I forgot. Have you invited her to, I know in our unit, I do create a template for our new, like for the recruit, it has the recruiter and the new consultant on there. But then I have the recruiter introduce her new team member to everyone on our Facebook group. So maybe you want to introduce your new team member on the unit group. Allison and Susie, do you have anything that you do special in your unit that the senior consultants take part in? Anything different?
I typically encourage the senior consultant to, if your unit communicates through Voxer, help her get Voxer set up, help her get connected with your director on social media, because sometimes that's hard for us to find them because it's like their name isn't their name on social media.
Right.
And typically you're having that conversation, you're connecting anyway because she's part of your team. And the other thing I always tell senior consultants that's really important is that a lot of times, 12 pink Cadillacs and 12 top director trips and lots of diamonds on your jacket and always looking so sharp can be very intimidating. And so sometimes your team won't go to your director, even though, like when I take this off, I'm like literally in my bra. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm in my pajama pants. Okay. So you guys all know that. You know that we're who we are. But your new team members don't know that. And they are intimidated, like, well, I don't want to bother her, even though it's what we love to do. We've been doing it, we do it full time. It's like, call me, text me, box me. So I always remind senior consultants that a lot of times the first reach is to them. And so if they create a group between the three of you, or if they are just in closer contact with you, then the director will have a better understanding of what's going on and what the concerns are, or what the new consultant is excited about. You know what I mean? And then we can keep her in a space where she's really excited and she feels supported. So, that's
Perfect.
Those are good first steps so she can feel like she's got, people around her that are cheering her on. So
For sure. Love that. Susie.
That's a great point because I mean, I agree with everything. And what Allison said, I tell my consultants when someone hears the name director, they're like, "Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that." And so I just say it's my mentor. She's funny. She's not going to push you. I loved your description, Janet. It has to be the bridge because they won't often even reply to us. And my other thought is, one thing we do, like all of you, is welcome them in our Facebook group, but your words, the consultant's words when they post that, or even at an event when you introduce your team member, I learned this in Mary Kay. Don't make it about you, make it about them. So if you say, she's my second new team member, I'm only one away from my red jacket, that's not affirming her. Or if you say, I've been asking her for 20 years, she just signed up, that doesn't make her feel good. But if you say, she's so positive, I'm so grateful. She's been on my dream list for a long time, and I'm so grateful because she's positive and family oriented. I mean, not fake, but just affirming. I did not know how to affirm until Mary Kay, and I think that's part of our culture. So it's just a great opportunity to affirm them when you post. They're welcome.
I love that, Susie. And you know what? That does bring me to um, it's all about her. Okay. Her new business is all about her. And so your sales director, when we have conversations with her, we want to know what she desires. Do you know what she desires? So maybe ask, you know what, if you could see yourself anywhere and failure were never a thing, where do you see yourself? What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Because it's so important for us to know the dreams of the people. If we know what drives her, we know how we can support her. And when she forgets her song, we can sing it back to her so she remembers the desires of her heart. And so sometimes we have to just say, it's all about her. It's all about her. It's all about her, whether we're working with our clients or our new team members. So love that, Susie. Posting just all her great qualities and why you think she will be great. All right. Well, I think that this is a good time to talk about recruiting because I think we have 5 minutes left until we go into our breakout rooms. So, ladies, something that, just a new thought that just I was in a training with Heather Daniel Kent, and we were talking about, and she's like, you know what, actually, I have some oil on my desk. She's like, doTERRA. She said there are people that try it for $10. And so if you've got people in your midst that you think if she ever started a Mary Kay business, I really think she would be great. It's okay to recruit her for $10 right now. Maybe you have a eyeshadow that you can say, I know you've thought about this in the past, and actually I have a signing bonus right now. I have, you're going to get a free eyeshadow just for joining my team. That's an $8 value, and it's $10 to sign up. How does that sound? Is there any reason you wouldn't give this a try? Everybody's usually willing to try. And so, have you made your list? I would make your list tonight, not next week, tonight. Make your list tonight. Reach out to the people tonight and say, I've got a special signing bonus today, 24-hour signing bonus. And so people will make a decision, just say, you know what, I don't want you to miss out on it. And so this is the time. This is such a great opportunity. And so there will be people that will join your team because you invited them. Now, I'm not saying go post on social media, hey guys, I'm giving away a free eyeshadow if you join my team for $10. No, this is not the same. When somebody throws out a blanket invitation, like if somebody is in a crowd and they say, hey, does anybody want to come to my party? That's not the same as somebody reaching out to you and saying, Susie, you are so much fun. I really enjoy being in your space. Every time I'm around you, I feel like it's a ray of sunshine, just making my heart happy. I'm having a little get together. Would you be willing to come to my little party? I would love to have you there. Or Allison, every time I'm around you, I giggle and I'm inspired. Allison, this month, now this might be the last thing you'd ever consider doing, but Mary Kay has a special this month. It's only $10 to try Mary Kay. And I think if you ever did it, like as a business, you would be amazing. But I'm not saying you have to like do it like that. But you know what, girl? This is just too good of an opportunity to pass up. Is there any reason you wouldn't join my team tonight for $10? And I'll give you a free eyeshadow. I mean, would you be, just willing to give it a try? Is there any reason I can't send you that online agreement right now? I can text it to you. You can do it, ladies. You have not because you ask not. All right? So have you asked all of the amazing people in your life? All right. Ladies, we're going to go ahead. I want to open it up for questions because I know that some of y'all might have questions. You might be a recruiter. And something that I am going to be implementing going forward in my unit for sure, and that is if people are rejoining our unit, you have to be willing to be that recruiter that is going to show up at meetings. So I applaud you all for showing up for the meetings because that's so important. And so, 5 people coming back into the fold, that's something that I will expect is that you invite people to events, you're going to events and things like that. So anyway, what questions do y'all have? It can be about recruiting. It can be about being a senior consultant or the team leader or whatever position with team members.
Jana, what's your best advice when you have a new team member that signs up and you reach out to them and, but then they basically ghost you because since mine signed up, I haven't heard anything from her at all.
Okay, so if someone has not responded to you, have you tried in different, like have you sent her a text or given her a call?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you've tried all of those things, then I would get real with her. And by real, I just mean first of all, I would probably just say, are you okay?
Okay.
I would send her a text and say, are you all right? I'm just concerned because I haven't heard back. Because what if something is going bad? Like what if somebody in your family is gravely ill? What if somebody had an accident? What if she needs you to be there for her in that way? Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'd check that out, number 1. Number 2, what I would do is if everything is okay with her and it's all good, she's on social media functioning as usual, but she's just not responding to you. I would just text her and I would probably voice text her. So I go to my texting and I let her hear my voice with the microphone, the microphone thing. And I would just say, hey, hi, this is Jana. Hey, I have been trying to get in contact with you and haven't heard back about the Mary Kay thing. And you know what? First and foremost, we are friends. And so I don't want you to feel like that you are running away from me, girl, because you know what? I don't want you to feel like you're being stalked by me. I mean, I would totally stalk you if I could, if I were a stalker, but I just don't have time to. Say something lighthearted and funny and say, but you know what? I don't want you to feel some certain way. If you're irritated about something, I really want to know about it. If you're frustrated with something, I really want to know about it. If someone is discouraging you about your business, I really want to know about it. Or if you're disappointed in something, I really want to know about it. And so, just know this. I always want us to have an open line of communication no matter what. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because don't we all want that like the real deal? I reached out to a team member today about an event and I have invited this gal probably to the last 6 events and that we've done, and that she hasn't been able to come to any of them. And so I just asked her, I said, hey, um, are you okay with me continuing to invite you to events? If you're genuinely not interested in doing this, just let me know, and I'll definitely put the brakes on reaching out to you. Okay? And she reached out and says, "Oh my goodness, no, I'm just busy. Please, please keep inviting me." I'm like, "Great, because I love you and I think you're amazing. You are, you add such value to the space that you're in." And so, anyway, but you know what? That changed how I was thinking about the situation. Okay? That's a great question, Lisa. Anyone else? All right, ladies, we're going to go ahead and go into our breakout rooms. So if you have at least, let me stop the recording.